I can't.
You're not supposed to laugh.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do a little bit of a Q&A because lots of you on Instagram were asking me questions about Bali, like why I moved here and what I'm doing in Bali. So I thought it would be really fun to do one of those little question boxes, because if you guys don't know, I moved to Bali 2.5 months ago now, and I thought it would be fun just to be really honest and open with you and just answer any questions that you do have. So if you like this sort of Q&A style, please do give this video a big thumbs up, and if you have not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe and let's get started. Okay, first question. What is the reason you picked Bali instead of any other place? And this is a really good question because, to be honest, I don't really know. Like, I didn't decide I wanted to move somewhere and then I picked Bali. I sort of just decided Bali and then I decided to move because I've always wanted to go to Bali, and I can't really describe it. I've always had this like weird pull and this desire to go to Bali, and I've never had the opportunity before or never really had a reason to go. So one day I was literally just like, I'm gonna move to Bali, and I booked my flight and here I am. So yeah, it wasn't like I wanted to leave London and move to a different country. It was sort of just like, I wanted to go to Bali and here I am. Okay, I had a lot of questions about working in Bali, so I thought I'd just answer that one first because I think that's the thing that a lot of people are quite curious about. So someone said, did you find it easy to get work in Bali? What do you do for work over in Bali? Do you have a job in Bali? So I thought I'd answer. So if you guys don't know, I do online fitness coaching, and then I also have like YouTube and Instagram, and that is like my main sources of income. So I don't actually like work in Bali as such. Like, I do work, like I work online, but I'm not employed by like a Balinese company or anything like that, just because if you do want to work over in Bali, you need to have a kitas, which is a working visa, whereas I just have a 6-month visa to be here. But yeah, if you want to work here, you have to have a kitas, and I actually believe you have to be 25 for a kitas, and I'm only 24, so I don't think I could get one even if I wanted to just yet. But in the future, I would definitely like to look into getting one because I think it would be really amazing to like coach at a gym over here, and there's F45 and stuff, and so to be a coach there, I would need a kitas. But right now, I'm just doing my online fitness coaching, so if any of you guys want a fitness coach, I'm your gal. And then obviously making YouTube videos and Instagram posts for you guys as well. So that's what I do for work. I really love it, so I can't complain. And then obviously this is exactly what I was doing back in London, but instead I'm just doing it in Bali instead. Someone said, what's the best place to stay? I'm considering coming over for a few weeks. So I'm a little bit biased. I freaking love Canggu, which is where I live. So Canggu is just really cool. Like, you've got the beach, you've got like surfing, you've got cool cafes, you've got gyms, and it's not as like party, like kind of rowdy as maybe Seminyak or Kuta, which is a little bit more touristy. But I really also love Uluwatu, but I don't think I could live there. So if someone was coming over, I'd probably say do a couple of days in Canggu, a couple of days in Uwad, and then a couple of days in Uluwatu as well, if you wanted something a little bit more quiet. But personally, if you were only coming over for a week, I'd probably come to Canggu. What is the cost of living like in comparison to the UK? And then someone else said, how is Bali compared to England? Thank you for always keeping me happy. Thank you for keeping me happy as well. So the cost of living is very different to London. Like, I can't speak for the whole of the UK because I'm very aware different areas of the UK are different to London. So for example, where my grandma lives in the UK, you can rent a house for maybe like £500 a month, whereas in London my flat was like £1,500 a month. So it is a huge contrast. So I'm just going to compare Bali to London. So my rent for my place here is about £400, whereas obviously it was a lot more expensive in London. You can obviously stay somewhere for a lot cheaper. Like, you can probably rent somewhere for like £200 a month, and then if you wanted to spend £1,000 a month, you could as well. Like, I think it's all very relative to what you want to spend. But for living in like central Canggu, which is an amazing place, like I think I'm very fortunate with what I pay. Like, it's not a lot and it's so close to everything. Whereas for £400, like, you can't live in London for £400. Like, you can't even rent a bedroom in London for £400, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it is a lot cheaper. And then in terms of like the food and things like that, everything is pretty much half the price to London. So in London you would probably pay like £10 for a meal, whereas here you'll pay 4 to 5. In England you would just pay a lot more for like your car and stuff, whereas here like I pay like £50 a month to have my bike, and then petrol is like 50p. So Bali is really cheap, but if you wanted to stay in like an expensive villa or anything like that, like you could spend more money. How did you meet people when you moved to a new place? Okay, it's a little bit hard when you first move somewhere, because that was the thing I was worried about the most, was like not having friends. But the best thing you can do is just like throw yourself into the community. So I personally joined lots of Facebook groups with like girls who lived in Bali and just like Canggu community, and there's lots of Facebook groups. So actually the first group of friends I met here was actually through Facebook. We all just met up for lunch, and I'm still really good friends with these girls, which is really nice. And then the other way I met everyone was I joined the gym, and because I was going to like CrossFit style classes, I was able to meet very similar like-minded people, and you would go and do a class and then go for breakfast after, and then you would get each other's Instagrams, and then just started hanging out that way. So it's not impossible to make friends in a new place. Like I was able to do it, but it does make you step outside your comfort zone a little bit if you're a little bit of an introvert like me, because you're gonna have to talk to new people. And yeah, it's just not being afraid to be sitting in a cafe and just like start chatting to someone, because this is how you're gonna meet people. And also, yeah, I like to just try and find events and things that are going on. So as you guys might have known from my vlogs, I went to like manifestation event, and then I might go to a yoga class, and I've just been trying to do different things to meet different people, because it's obviously going to expand my friendship circle. Human connection is really important, and it makes you feel better. So yeah, making friends was scary, but it's worth it. Someone said, do you miss home? And then someone else said, what do you miss most about the UK? So do I miss home? Like for me, home isn't where you live, it's where you love. And it's just, I feel like home is the place that you are happiest. And London for me was just a home that I made myself, because I actually grew up in Ireland, and then I moved from Ireland to Barcelona, and then Barcelona to London. So like I've always just created home wherever I've gone. So the fact I've come to Bali, like this is just my new home. So I don't really like miss home as much. In terms of what do I miss from the UK? Like, I think I just miss having the convenience of all my stuff, because all my stuff is in storage. Like, I didn't bring over everything with me, so it's annoying. Sometimes I want to get something and I'm like, oh damn, it's back home. Like, I really miss just having like all my like supplements and protein powders and everything like that. I know it's super cliche and gym-like, but I just miss having my things. But you learn to live without a lot as well. Like, I've realized I don't need like the majority of the stuff I have, like in terms of my clothes and everything. But yeah, I just miss like that sort of convenience, like having my things. But in terms of like the actual UK, what do I miss? I don't even know. Guys, I don't really know. I probably miss my best friend Phoebe. So Phoebe, if you're watching this, I miss you. Okay, I had a lot of questions which I kind of don't want to address on the internet, but I sort of have to, because I said I'd be really honest with you guys, and you guys have, a lot of you asked me this. So someone has said, how have you found being on your own after being with a boyfriend for so long? Someone said, have you and your boyfriend split? Someone else said, do you think you'll ever move back? What does my boyfriend think? Yeah, a lot of boyfriendy questions, so I just thought I'd address it. So I said this in one of my first vlogs in terms of like why I moved to Bali, that I was coming over here just to work on myself and just do something that I've always wanted to do. Like guys, I've always wanted to come to Bali, so the fact I'm here just still blows my mind every single day. But in terms of like my relationship and stuff, like you guys know, I haven't always been like the most out there with it. Like I try to keep just some things private, not just for me, but like for other people. And I think it's the same thing when it comes to like relationships and stuff. But I said that I wanted to come to Bali for me and just to work on like my happiness, which was obviously hard if you're in like a long-term relationship and you're gonna move across the world. So like I just decided just to focus on me and just, how do I put this well? I just decided to focus on me, and I think you can't give to someone else until you've given to yourself. And I think that was the most important thing here. It was just about finding what truly makes me happy, and obviously caring for the other person and wanting what was good for them as well. So yeah, at the moment, like I'm just doing me and I'm just happy that way, and I hope you guys understand that. And yeah, it's never like I'm trying to hide anything, but it's also like I'm trying to be respectful for other people as well. But just know I'm really happy, I'm okay. As you guys know, I was a little bit quiet and stuff on social media. I had to go through things first, and I'm so happy now. But obviously things can be hard, and it's just making sure everyone else is like respected and stuff. So hope that makes sense. you know? Someone said, how long do you plan on staying in Bali and do you plan on going anywhere after? So I haven't ever like gone traveling, and I don't ever think I will be one of those backpackers, just because I have a lot of stuff, guys. I don't think I'd do well with backpacking, but I don't plan on like traveling as such, but I do want to go to different places in Southeast Asia where I can. So my next video after this one is probably going to be a vlog from the Komodo Islands, or maybe the video after. But yeah, basically my friend Shelby and I are going to go to the Komodo Islands, which I'm super excited about. So like I'm going to travel there. And then I do want to maybe go to like Australia and maybe like go to Malaysia and just different places around, but not like live there, just maybe go and visit them for a couple of days, just because it's such a short flight time from Bali, which is like 20 hours away from London. So it would be silly not to see new parts of the world and experience new cultures, but I don't see myself like moving anywhere else in Asia. I would definitely say I'd go to Australia for like a couple of months or a year, but like I've never been to Australia, so I don't really know. I definitely just know I want to be somewhere warm, so probably not England. Someone else said, would you permanently live in Bali? I'm gonna live in Bali for as long as I physically can. Like as long as life allows me to live in Bali, I'm gonna stay here. And if for whatever reason I have to leave Bali, I'll just leave and then come back, because I honestly can't describe how much I love it. Like of course it's not always easy, and I'm gonna have stress every day. Like I think it's just like human nature to always be a little bit worried and a little bit stressed, but I know I'm just so much happier here, and like I think you guys know that as well. So like I couldn't see myself going back to a life where I was a little bit unhappy when I've like experienced like happiness. Someone said, can you ride a motorcycle in Bali? Yeah, I was talking about the price of the motorcycles. I can ride a bike. So I did my motorbike course before I came. I failed the first time, passed the second time, so I can ride a motorbike. I have a Vario, which like I said is like £45 a month. It's super cheap, it's new. Have I crashed? Potentially a few times, but may have almost killed Shelby, my friend, a few times. But yeah, I can ride it to some extent. Culture difference here in Bali. There is some culture difference, but I'm really lucky here in Bali. Like everyone speaks English, everyone is so welcoming of like foreigners or tourists. Like I think they're just so, the Balinese people are like the loveliest people ever. Culture difference, to be honest, like it's not so much the culture, like the food is very different, like traditional Balinese food, and then obviously like Western food, and like just how they live their lives and how we do. But like it wasn't a massive culture shock for me whatsoever. We're so spoiled here in terms of like the cafes and everything, but I do really love when you go outside like Canggu or Seminyak and you see the more like traditional areas. I think that's really, really cool. But yeah, culturally it's been fine. No like weird freaky food or anything. Someone said, have you found places in Bali that does lip fillers, Botox, lash extensions? Girl, I got you. No, I haven't personally had any like work done on my face. I do get eyelash extensions. I go to a place called Goddess Lash, and it's 200k to get your eyelashes done, which I think is like £8, which £10, right? It's like 10, 15 pounds to get eyelash extensions, whereas in England it's like £70. So much cheaper here. So yeah, I found a place called Goddess Lash, and then you can get like your nails done and everything really cheap here. Massages are like £10. It's real good. And then yeah, there's loads of places that do like lip filler and Botox and stuff. Like it's like I didn't think there would be places like that, like because I didn't know what Bali was going to be like, honestly guys. Like I'd never been, but yeah, if you want anything like that, there's so many amazing places. Same for like tattoos, eyebrows, like you're gonna be good here. What projects are you currently working on there in Bali? So like I said guys, when I was talking about working, I obviously do my online coaching, but in terms of like projects I've got going on, I am working on something for you guys which should be done really, really soon. I'm really excited about it. Like it's been really amazing to spend a lot of my time focusing on something new, because I found when I was in London I was just so stressed out. I just like never really, like I found it really hard to like get sort of creative, whereas while I've been over here I've been working on something which should be coming in November, so stay tuned for that. That's all I'm gonna say for now, but I hope you guys love it as much as I do. Does the food make you sick easily? So Bali belly is a thing because it wipes me out for a week, and I would never wish that on anyone except maybe the person who stole my wing mirror. That they deserve Bali belly, but Bali belly was the worst. It made me so sick, but the healthcare is really good here, so I was fine once I actually did go to the doctors. I don't know what made me sick. I don't know if it was the food or if I just caught something, but the food doesn't make you sick. Like, I personally don't eat like street food. Just because I have celiac disease, I tend to eat at cafes, so I've been fine. I think if you can eat the street food, you should eat the street food. Just be a little bit cautious and wash your hands. Final question, I think this is fun. What is your favorite cafe so far? It's too hard, guys. There's there's so many good cafes. Guys, if you just want me to do like a big foodie video where I go and eat at all the different cafes during the day, like leave a comment and let me know, because there are so many amazing ones. If you do want to see the food I actually am eating, I did create an Instagram account called Jade Eats, and then obviously just follow me on my regular account where I post what I'm eating every single day. But I just can't. There's so many amazing. I just love food, guys. You know I love food. You know, if you watch my full days of eatings, I love food. But yeah, that is everything for this Q&A. If you do have any more questions that I didn't answer, just leave a comment down below and I will comment back as per usual. Like I said, I would love if you guys followed me over on my Instagram. I'm just like posting Bali life over there. And yeah, I just wanted to say a big thank you for sticking with me through like this huge transition in life, and just always being so supportive and so lovely. Like, I'm really grateful just to have you guys, because like I said, when I came over here, like I had no friends, and so it was really nice to be able to still feel like I could talk to people and share this experience with people even though I didn't know anyone. So yeah, I'm really grateful for you guys always, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye guys. That's okay. I can't.
You're not supposed to laugh.
Okay, I actually have to. Okay.